I cannot for the life of me find the samurai wheelchair.
It's
Yeah.
probably for the best. Let's be real.
He's dead.
Oh wait, you started stream already.
Yeah, I did.
No, he's dead. Help. Send help.
Oh wait, I just realized something. I need to do
No more lights, please.
this.
I'm not doing anything.
Wait a minute.
He's just sitting there typing menacingly.
LS is typing.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Who remembers what's happened
We went to a memory or something.
or something?
Last I remember, we were going home.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good synapses.
Synapses?
Yeah, synapses. Pretty good synapses to remember that.
I met Bermanio's grandfather.
Maybe it was just a dream spider. Disguised as his grandfather.
No, we killed the dream spider.
We killed a dream spider.
No, we killed the dream spider.
There could be more.
And if
Is
there are,
more.
we'll kill them too.
Will we though? We seemed very apt to make the deal there the first time around.
So, most of the journey back seems pretty straightforward. You guys are able to avoid most of the portals. You guys had a really good survival check when you left that was going to determine the travel rate anyway. And we'll probably skip ahead a day there because it takes, I believe it takes a day and a half to get to the farm. And Dina's gonna recommend you guys just go around the farm. Instead of through the farm. Because the last time you guys had to walk across the farm multiple times.
I want to go hang out with the time farmer.
I will suggest we go around.
Let's leave the time farmer alone.
But we could get
Yeah.
more bottled time
Oh,
and sell more bottled time.
One thing of note is there is when you guys last left, there was not like a row, but like speckled around the edges. There was corn ripening, and now there are substantially more rows of corn that is actually coming to a harvesting age.
Fine, we'll go around.
Well, he asked us not to be there anyway. He was very insistent on us leaving.
Yeah, but since when do we ever listen to people?
I don't see why not.
Often.
Okay, since when do I listen to people?
Exactly. You listen to us.
Sure,
Sometimes.
that's better.
When it suits you.
Yeah.
Dina says, I hadn't considered getting more bottled time, since we didn't get to experiment with the first one. But I still would like to get back to quarantine for evoking day.
Well, the time farm, should always be there. You can always go back and get some more bottled time. Think about it like this. Whenever we go out for a job, we can drop by the time farm, get some bottled time, experiment with it, maybe sell it for profit.
Dina,
Time
while
farm is on its way.
while
on
you
the
guys
way.
are talking, she's kind of like picking ears of corn and bagging them. And so I don't know how long this farm will be here at the rate that is maturing.
You mean be ear?
She does not acknowledge this at all.
Val's just got like her fingers pointed out in the shape of guns, and she's jabbing them towards Dina, like, eh?
No. Nihilus will just say, just no.
Oh, shut up! It was good, and you know it.
Val, please
No.
take this seriously.
Take what seriously? We're going home for Evoking Day. I've got a giant spider sickle on my back. Come on, guys, we won.
Yeah, but a couple of you now need to retake the licensing test.
I won't need to retake anything as long as nobody blabs about anything.
They're already gonna.
Well, you're
do
not retaking it. You never took it in the first place.
And hopefully we'll get to keep it that way.
No.
Nihilus will just look at Dina, and then look to Val, then look back at Dina. It's like,
There shouldn't be a
That-
test involved. It's just a license.
yeah,
Look, as long as it doesn't take up too much of my time, fine.
Dina looks to the rest of you to get the consensus on through the farm or around the farm.
around the farm.
around the
Yeah,
farm. Seems
around.
right.
Likewise.
Okay. You guys make your way around the farm.
We'll get him next
Uh,
time.
Dina continues to, every once in a while, just pick an ear of corn, bag it. So you guys skirt around the outside. It takes, obviously longer than it would have if you walked a straight line, but not as long as walking across it 4 times. You eventually you make it back to the road. You start heading on your way. At a certain point, Dina seems she's led you off the path many times, and usually it's to avoid an impending portal opening. And she seems to hesitate for a moment, and then she continues down the road, and you guys come to like a canyon in the road. It's like a tear from south to north. Looks like a big rip, like an axe wound almost. Except instead of it just being a hole, it looks like a horizon where like there's a sky on one side, ground on the other side. It's sideways. There's like trees and a hill, some grass.
Is it in the axe wound?
Yeah, like it's down, like it's on the ground. Whereas most portals you guys see are vertical. This one is just
This one's just like
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
It's like a
Level.
lake, right? It's like a
Are the
reflection
trees
that's not
on
there.
our side or on the opposite side?
I mean, you have trees on your side, but I mean, this is just like a flat.
It's like the surface of a lake reflecting something that's not in our world.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Except the perspective's off because you're looking at a horizon sideways.
Okay. So its portal is probably vertical.
That would make sense.
Well, I don't want to find out personally.
I kind of do.
Oh man, I guess it's. I don't know what skill this is.
What skill to steer very wide of the hole in the ground?
Ah, dude,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Navigate around this.
Skill to just camp out and wait for it to close?
If we need to, yeah.
No, it's like I think it's a jump skill.
Val, give me perception.
Oh, me specifically?
Yeah.
Right.
And
I ain't see shit.
And Nihilus, give me. I
What's
guess
a 10?
insight.
Okay.
So Val, you notice that there are on the road there are a few like corn plant leaves near the portal that were there before you guys showed up.
Could you describe the image that we're looking at to me one last time?
Yeah, so you guys are walking along the road and there's a tear, basically a tear in reality, on the ground. So it's ground level. Like if you kick a rock, it's gonna go in this rip. It goes south and north across the road.
Okay.
And Dustin gave a good example actually. It's sort of like looking at a lake reflecting the wrong reality. Because you look down into it and you can see what looks to be another place. Except the perspective is wrong. Because whereas if you like look at a lake, you're gonna see upside down the ground behind it and the horizon. This is sideways.
Oh, kind of like, and there's a portal nearby. You said.
It's on the ground. It probably stretches a few hundred feet in either direction.
Big portal.
Yeah.
So, Dina, you usually lead us pretty far away from these when you know they're coming, and yet this time you led us right to it.
Well, that's not an excuse to jump into it.
Really? Because it sounds like she wants me to jump into it.
Or this one was just she didn't predict.
Oh, Dina, come on.
I'm gonna pick up one of the corn husk leaves that are in front of the portal or near the portal. Are there any others around?
Give me. I guess it would be investigation. Dina says that she thought it was. She says I thought it was further away, but I see now it's just horizontal in the ground.
Do you want me to jump in, don't you?
I would prefer you didn't.
Even for science?
Yeah, Shyla, there are other leaves, and they seem to lead. Well, they seem to go east, but you know it's a trail. It goes go in either direction when you're just picking up leaves.
But the trail seems to go down a particular side of the portal.
No. It's it looks like it goes down the road back where you came from. But these leaves were here before you guys got here. It's not like you guys dropped the leaves.
Yeah, it's not like we dropped the leaves.
Dina says, you would have to be careful about entering one of these rifts. Some rifts are only one way. We would have
All
to
right.
test that with a creature, which
Val looks over it. Excuse me. Was it who was it that summoned the familiar that they sacrificed the octopus?
oh, Taz.
Val looks over to Taz immediately, and she gives him a big grin.
I could summon a little fey creature that would love to explore another world.
Taz, could you come here for a second?
It'll take an hour.
We don't have that kind of time.
The time is pretty non-negotiable.
Do it faster.
Obviously, you don't really understand how magic works.
What's the spell that you use to send creatures to their death?
Find familiar.
Yeah, find familiar.
Feel familiar.
Murder familiar.
Okay.
The spell that specifically says that it does not die.
So what?
Summon decoy.
You're gonna spend an hour and spend 10
Decoy.
gold worth of stuff to.
Murder another familiar.
Do you really want to spend an hour in front of an active portal?
I mean, I do.
It feels like a terrible idea.
I mean, out of character, if Val wants to do it, it's probably a terrible idea.
Well, yeah.
In character. If Val wants to do it, it's a terrible idea.
Fuck you.
Maybe we should just put this on our to-do list.
To-do list? What do you mean to-do list? There is a giant gaping portal that leads to a horizontal world right in front of us.
Yeah, but
everything
see,
you just
we're-
described is horrible.
We're starting.
Everything I just described is awesome.
We're out here to make a map, and if you jump into a portal that brings you anywhere, where do you start the map?
From there.
And where does it connect to our current map? We're
That's
gonna mess them. We're gonna mess the map all up.
Now that is just calling yourself a shitty cartographer.
No, that's just how cartography works.
I don't think you know how cartography works.
I think we do. I think we all do. The
I have
question is, why don't
Several
you?
cards.
You represent an organization called the Cartographers.
Look, I just work here, okay?
The cartographers.
That's precisely my point.
Shiloh, when you were looking for leaves, I should have probably clarified. Were you looking for anything else?
Yeah, I was looking around the leaves at the kind of like. I was presuming it to be some sort of trail of leaves, so I
Okay.
was kind of looking around the leaves at the
Okay,
leaves where
I
it was
understand.
going.
I may have not explained it well then. You have survival?
I sure probably do. I do, right? Yeah, I do.
Let's see one of those. Okay.
Oh.
So, following the kind of like the leaf trail, you eventually come across like a bit of wet ground that would solidify the direction of the trail. Because you can find like a boot print that leads to the portal. Something was moving towards it. So it went in the same direction you guys went.
And then it went in the portal.
Well, you'd have to check the other side to see if there's any tracks on the other side.
Oh, I suppose that's true. It went towards the portal.
Right.
I guess it's a reasonable assertion then.
For all you know, the portal may not have been there when the tracks were made.
Also probably true.
Okay, Val, jump in for a minute.
Val's eyes go wide.
Now, hang on. I'm gonna pull out 50 feet of rope. If she's gonna jump in, we might as well tie her down to something.
Well, I
That's a
have
waste
a
of good rope.
I have an idea. Why don't we make sure things can return from this portal first before we send someone in?
Dina agrees with Nihilus. Let's send in something a little more expendable. We can
Just
even send
tie-
it in with rope.
Here,
Dip the
No.
rope in, right?
We have to make sure creatures can come back alive.
I can go catch a squirrel real quick.
Can you make sure it maybe has a criminal history? I don't want to commit an innocent squirrel to death.
Go find the most evil squirrel you can.
So, a squirrel.
Here, just go pick fights with squirrels until one of them wins, and then that's the one that we toss in the portal.
Dina's gonna look to Taz.
I'll start rolling up his sleeves.
I don't
Alright,
need
then.
to put you on the spot, but
I do.
I am personally against such conjurations. Didn't want to have to deal with the ethical quandaries of the study, but if you have no qualms,
Dina, you should have seen us back in the old dungeon we were in.
I did.
Oh, that's right, you did, didn't you? You saw the octopus?
Well, no one saw the octopus.
Something did.
Something did. You wanted us all to swim through it, though.
I didn't want us to swim through that.
we did in the end.
Yeah.
No, we
hell,
didn't swim through the. Well, okay, yeah, that
we
one.
swam through something. But yeah, I'll spend some time conjuring a little a face sparrow or something of that nature.
Okay. You going with a sparrow specifically?
I don't know what the summons are in
It's,
here.
Oh wait, it's wait. Blah blah blah. Alright.
It's
Field
probably
service
like
of a familiar. Yeah, you get to choose. It's a bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous snake, fish, rat,
Let's go.
raven,
Yeah,
seal, spider, weasel.
Let's go with hawk.
Did you
That
really
seems fair.
pick rat?
Well, it has to fly down, right?
I mean,
I feel like that's a fair assumption.
I feel like
Well, I mean,
thought you
we
could
were
tie a
going
rope
to it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. We could do that.
I'm just more shocked.
No, let's. I'll prefer something aviary so that it could like.
What are you
Get a
shocked
view.
about, Leslie?
That he didn't pick
That,
the rat.
that he didn't pick the rat.
Oh,
Hey, I got a lot of options here. I'm gonna use them.
Okay, so you're gonna pick.
I was. You okay? You. I was this close to picking bat, which is basically rat.
Which one? What are you actually picking?
Hawk, little fey hawk.
Okay, so I want you to explain to me what this looks like. How does the hawk? I want you to explain how the hawk comes into being.
It's like a little meditative process where he's just, getting in the zone, maybe lighting some incense, drawing a circle, and he's just kind of talking to the creatures in the outer realms and explaining the task and inviting one that wants to partake in the task to come and partake in the task, and it kind of just fizzles from the air.
Okay, so Taz is sitting there and kind of explaining to the universe what he's looking for. In this time, because it's only a couple hundred feet in either direction. Charlie, did you want to check the other side of the portal?
Like stick my head through?
No, the other side for tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you have like an hour, so Taz is gonna be doing this for a while. There are no tracks on the other side though.
Okay, yeah. Hypothesis confirmed.
So, as Taz is finishing this ritual, it's sort of like those sparkler fireworks that kind of crackle, and then there's some smoke, and then this green, like moss green hawk just splats, just kind of like into the little circle. And Taz, you have like a telepathy with this thing, right?
Something of that nature. Let me pull up the spell. I need to reread it.
Okay, you can communicate telepathically with it. Da, da, da.
I'm like stunned while I can like see through its eyes, can't I?
Yes, but you
It demands familiar rights.
you
It
have to be
needs
deaf
to
and blind
unionize.
for the time.
Right.
Okay. So when this green hawk kind of just splats in front of you, it kind of collects itself, and it's looking the wrong way. It's looking away from you in the distance, and telepathically, only Taz hears as it kind of just like seems almost lost. It's like, where am I? Kind of looks back to Taz. Whoa. Am I
You are-
dead?
You are on the material plane, faithful companion. Here to be the first to partake in an extrusion,
Excruciating.
an excruciating extrusion through this portal before us into an unknown realm.
Everyone else, by the way, I'm assuming Taz doesn't speak when he's telepathically.
Oh no, I'll give everyone the
Okay.
context.
So you guys, everyone else just looks like Taz is talking to a bird, and the bird is talking back. Because the bird actually thinks you're just speaking bird. Right? So, bird's like, what?
I translate telepathically.
Telepathically.
That's a better one.
Dina, I guess, looks to, I think, who had the rope?
L.
Yeah.
I had volunteered to
Shiloh.
hold the rope.
Okay. She looks to whoever has the rope to, like, secure the bird. The bird still seems completely lost.
Well, yeah, we can allow the bird to fly on his own accord. That is what birds do.
We need to make sure he can come back.
Fair. If there's no immediately distinct portal on the other side, that'll be difficult.
And also, like, what if he just leaves?
Well, I'll be able to see that part.
Does this bird understand where he is?
He seems to be a little discombobulated from the trip over the plains, but I'm sure he'll be right as rain soon.
Is this the same bird that, was the octopus at one point?
No. That's not how magic works at all.
Hey, are you okay, bud?
I telepathically translate Shiloh's question to the bird.
These are some ugly birds.
This bird high as a kite. What's going on?
They do get a little weird in the first world.
What's going on? Is anybody tied rope to the bird?
I'll tie some. I'll take the rope and tie it to the bird. Val's getting very impatient at this point.
The bird doesn't even notice it happening.
and she's gonna pick up the bird.
The bird's just dangling by the
She's
bottom of the rope.
She's gonna just like, not like full force. She just goes and tosses it into the portal.
It's like a rag doll. It
Are
just-
his eyes normally so red? I'll focus on the bird since
You can't.
I can't.
Nothing.
Val's gonna tug on the rope.
Bird pops out. And the bird seems a lot livelier now. And it kind of like flutters to the ground and starts like aggressively like cheeping at Taz as if trying to tell him something.
What'd
What's
you
that,
say, boy?
faithful companion? What did you see?
Actually, it's a hawk, right? So it goes.
Yeah, right. With its
Oh god, are we
dopey
looking
ass
at it from
looking
the
at
front where you
face.
just see the confused look?
Yeah.
From the side, it's all majestic. From the front, it looks scared and confused.
It's just
Scared
screeching
screech.
at Taz. Then
Yeah, what's it saying?
it's just screeching.
I telepathically ask it what it's saying.
You get audible screeching, but no translation telepathically.
Gentlemen and gentle ladies, I don't think crossing the barrier is a wise action.
It looks like it's still sapient. It still looks like it's trying to hold this conversation with you.
Oh my! They just like,
It just assumes you understand what it's saying now.
Does it seem to understand me?
No. And it keeps looking around, waiting for responses.
Taz, I think the portal broke your bird.
It did seem to break the bird in some way.
Anyone know talk with animals or something like that?
Well, it's not a bird.
I don't know. It sounds like it's speaking bird.
Yeah.
Well, of course, it's a bird.
It screeches at Taz and like kind of tries to gesture towards the portal.
I take a step towards it.
And it kind of like it's gonna peck at the rope.
I'll tie one end around Taz.
It continues to peck at the rope and then screech at Taz.
At its rope, or like it's still tied?
Yeah.
I'll untie it.
And it just dive bombs into the thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like we're not going through that portal. This doesn't seem like a good idea at all.
I'll try focusing on its senses again.
Nothing.
Anything? Nothing?
Taz, it clearly wants you to go in there.
I don't think that is true.
Taz, it really looked like it wanted you to go in there.
I'll hand the end of the rope that isn't tied around Taz to Val.
All right. And Val will tie the rope around herself. Oh, and she's gonna take the giant spider sickle off her back. Put it down. Hold that.
It seemed to have. How to even describe it?
Well, how are you trying to describe it?
There has to be a spell, right? Like, not comprehend languages,
There's,
uncomprehend language.
There is insight, the skill.
Okay, let's hit that off.
I'll be right back a second. Sorry.
What is?
Sighting over here.
Oh my god, that's not an intelligence. It has the words "in" in the beginning of it.
I mean, you can technically
The words
make a,
"in."
The
you can
letters
make
"in."
an intelligence insight check.
Can you?
This wouldn't be that though. This is. I could allow a charisma insight.
I'll take that. It's not even proficient. That's rough. Come on. Hey.
Hey, this bird seems to conveying some sort of excitement for what's on the other side of the portal, and was trying to beckon you through it.
Val's like on her way, like she's turning to the party and kind of gives them like a bye thing with her hand.
Can
Happy
I?
trails, and she just kind of like falls
Dina
in.
grabs the rope, pulls her back. Like,
Can I deduce anything from his inability to communicate from that roll?
no, because that insight doesn't do that. It's not what that
It's not
skill
also a
does.
spellcraft.
No.
Val
Alright, give me
yanked
for an
back. What the
arcana.
hell, Dina?
I'm back.
If you are doing things that are patently insane, I would prefer you all have your own ropes that I could anchor here. Instead of
I mean-
you strictly being tied to Taz.
Oh, she's gonna. Taz, get the rope off. I want to go.
Well, therein lies a problem in itself, though. If we were to react like the hawk, we would attempt to free ourselves from our restraints. We wouldn't want to come back to this side.
That's why I should be the only one to go. We're
Oh,
wasting
Taz,
time.
Your insight would let you know that because you rolled really well. The getting the rope off is just because it's a hawk. It doesn't like being tied up with a rope.
It seemed to be very okay with it before.
Come
It seemed
on.
to be
Stoned off
unaware of
again.
it. before.
Lethargic.
Val's gonna start untying the rope from Taz. Hurry up! I want to go.
All right, everyone, rope up.
Dina, anchor me.
Dina's just gonna have the ends of all the ropes. She says, "Hold hands before you go through. We don't know how portals work."
Val gives Dina like a disgusted look.
It's like crossing a road, but you can't look both ways.
Shall we then? Everyone roped up?
Yeah, Nihilus won't tie a rope. He's like, if we're doing this,
I want it to be noted that while I'm not protesting, nothing about this seems like a good idea.
Okay, then
He's
how about
cooperating
this, Shiloh?
begrudgingly.
Why don't you stay behind with Dina and watch the rope?
Wait, we can stay behind? That sounds great.
How did any of you become cartographers?
Mostly
By
in map making.
not
Yeah.
being suicidal.
Yeah,
Are you
being
all having
alive.
this conversation while holding hands?
Yes.
Just curious for mental image.
This is
Val has not like touched anyone's hand right now.
this is how we do all sidebars.
Yeah, holding hands.
Forehead to forehead.
Yeah.
So, okay. Val, you want to walk in first and just stick us a thumbs up if it's safe out of the portal.
Oh, one thing of note is when the bird went through, it wasn't like a dip in the pool where you could see the bird on the other side. It looks
More
like
like
the
a-
same scape. It's like you're thinking like
Mario
Windows.
64 rules.
you're thinking
Yeah.
window. This is Mario 64 paintings.
Yeah, I get you now. Like the
So,
portals in
thumbs
WoW.
up if everything's good.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
Cool. She falls through again.
Are you holding hands?
No.
Okay. Everyone
I'm
sees
still holding
Val.
her hand.
Oh well, fucking Taz goes too then. Are you holding anybody else's hand?
Oh yeah,
Who,
everyone's holding hands.
Who else's
I
hand?
got- I
You
got
only
one on
two
everyone.
hands.
Who's holding my hand? Nihilus? Nihilus?
No.
It's just you and me, Taz. Let's go.
All right, I guess
Okay.
both my hands are on Val.
So Val swan dives in, drags Taz with her. You
No,
guys-
she literally just falls in.
Yeah, just falls in. They just disappear beneath the landscape.
What do I see?
We'll get to that in a second. The rope.
Roll a new character.
The rope. It's weird to see the rope go through it because the rope just looks like it's sheared, right? It's not frayed, right? It's still tight. There's still
It's
structure.
sheared.
It just looks. It looks like it ends.
Well, I guess so much for the rope.
Well, like I said, just the way that the portal makes things look, because you can't see anything on the other side of the portal.
Ah, okay.
But yeah, those two have disappeared beneath the opaque landscape.
Have fun storming the portal.
Is anybody else going? You all roped up? Just
Waiting for those thumbs.
You can't see the other side.
Yeah, but we could predictably stick our hand through the portal to thumb up. I don't know yet. You haven't described the other side.
Well, you haven't yet. A good amount of time goes by outside.
So they're not okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Let's go.
How much is a good? How long do we wait before we think they're in trouble?
How long do you wait before you think
Oh,
they're
come on. I'm gonna grab V's hand. V, grab a hand.
Yeah, I'd say 5 minutes if they don't stick their hand up within 5 minutes.
I mean, we're still on the rope, right? You could pull the rope.
So, Nina, does this? Would we file this as a suicide?
I don't think so.
Yeah, most scientists, I would say, would consider this a suicide.
You're not there.
You can see
This is my ghost talking.
Ghost.
ghost talking. You could see the rope moving about, but nothing coming from the other side. But yeah, it's a good amount of time that goes by, and they never poke back through.
What are we seeing?
We'll do that in a second.
You just want everyone else to come through.
I need a. Yeah, are they going through or not?
Not
Yeah,
until we have confirmation.
I grabbed V's hand, and I'm
Sure.
dragging him towards the portal right now.
All right.
All right, with Shiloh going to go in, Nihilus will go in.
Okay.
Be right back, guys.
You know, we could just get new people.
Gotta check something real quick. Don't tell me what's going. Don't tell us what's going on until I get back. Sorry.
So, Shelley, you're just taking V with you.
I sure am.
Okay. V, are you gonna resist?
No.
Okay.
What would Master Dunhill do?
So you all
Hire some more cartographers.
you all plop through. Of course, you had to walk off right when everybody decides to go through. Oh, don't tell us what's going on.
Sorry, I was making sausage.
Right.
And to
Oh,
get
no,
this
we can't
sausage.
hear you. He has sausage.
Has Nihilus gone through, or is he?
No,
with
no,
Nina
not
and
Nihilus is with Shiloh. As soon as Shiloh started making her way to go in, I was like, "Fuck it, let's go."
The gang's
So
on
Sophie is the only one who hasn't gone.
Yeah.
I did tell V to grab somebody's hand.
Sophia's somebody.
Yeah, Sophia, we'll grab you.
There's going to be resistance. It may be
Yeah.
a pitiful resistance, but
Come on, Sophia. Our portal.
you let go of me.
If I have to do this, you have to do it too.
If someone jumps,
Sophia, if the portal turns V and turns Sophia, if the portal turns Val into a Cyclops, who's gonna make fun of her but you?
It's true. Somebody's gonna make fun of the Cyclops.
Look, we can share my skull smoke tobacco pipe on the other side. Just let's go. Because if they're dead, they're dead. If they're not, we'll be dead too.
Where did he go?
I heard the door open and close.
Just leave.
He said he had to check on something.
Have to check on something. Fucking leaves. You get a pack of cigarettes? Is that what's happening?
Go check on some milk.
He went to the store to buy some milk.
Yeah.
He went to the store.
Yeah, to
Don't
get
tell me
Taco
he
Bell.
did that.
He's going to Taco Bell.
Right.
Down to the gas station.
Go to the gas station, get a pack of cigarettes.
Never comes back. Oldest story in the D&D book.
Sorry, guys, I'm back.
Okay. There we
I was
go.
lied to.
Everybody got in. So, Val and Taz, you guys plop through, and everyone's right behind you. Like, you're all there.
Goddamn storytelling techniques.
God damn storytelling cop outs.
And you find yourselves in a small clearing on a road. But all around you are these tall, swaying grasslands with a light wind. The bird is nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try to sense it if I can.
Nothing. Whatever connection you had to this bird has been lost. One thing of note is that the rope that you have tied around yourselves is pulled taut in a single direction that does not seem doesn't seem like it's tied to any particular direction. Like if it's pointing in a direction and you turn your body, it just turns. You just have taut rope.
We
pointing-
have tails.
Yeah, basically, but it depends on which way you fell in. What else? Oh, Nihilus,
Yes.
you are just brimming with confidence.
Hey, I feel great.
You could do literally anything. You're damn near regal. Like, you're just on that hill right now. You're just like,
Just really feeling yourself.
yeah. You're like, I'm pretty great.
Bow
And
before me, peasants.
You're very conscious of etiquette, let's say, right? You feel like you could really talk to somebody. You're feeling real good. But the area around you, like I said, tall grass, there's a road. It's very similar to where you just were, save for the fact that the grass is really tall. We're talking like 8-foot tall grass that's just lightly swaying.
Nihilus will just kind of, okay, I feel great. I don't get why, but I feel great. You too, pointing to Taz and Valiel. Why didn't you give us a thumbs up? We waited for quite a while for you two, and come on, what's wrong with you?
We just got here, asshat.
Yeah, so did we, so why didn't you give us a thumbs up?
No, I mean, like,
well-
literally just got here. We landed on our asses at the same time you did.
How is that even possible?
I don't know, portals?
Can't just use portals as your excuse every time, Val.
We
Yeah.
literally can.
You had a duty. You
I'll
had
give
a
them-
duty to all of us.
Give them all a thumbs up.
It was your one job.
And now we're probably stuck here.
No, we're not. Why would?
Taz.
Is there a portal back?
No.
Yeah.
Val's gonna tug on the rope.
It's taut. If it were any more taut, and you had enough slack, you could probably get some resonance out of it.
Yeah, I'll follow it.
It just goes like
It's pointing somewhere.
4 feet behind you.
I wouldn't even
Always.
say it's not even 4 feet behind you. It's like 6 inches.
Yeah, but where were we at though? Like,
What do you
there's
mean?
trees.
It's
Is it night?
grassland on either side.
Is the
It's-
sun in the same position as it was previously?
There isn't a sun that's visible, but the sky is like a clear blue, and everything is pretty well illuminated. As you're looking up at the sky, you do see a flock of green hawks just flutter past in a direction that is perpendicular to the road.
That is certainly strange.
In fact, you think you recognize one of the green hawks.
Yeah, I'll shout out to the hawk.
It screeches at you and then continues in its direction.
All right, well, I got acknowledgement. That's all the guy can want.
I'm gonna look around for the boot tracks.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder and say, "Sorry about your loss, friend."
Give me, I guess, investigation.
Oh, is that to anybody?
Oh no, Shiloh is looking for boot tracks.
Nope.
So Taz, what do you do when the bird screeches at you?
I mean, it's in sight range. Can I try to focus through its senses again?
Yeah, it doesn't. You don't get anything out of it.
Any telepathic response?
Nope. You're just staring at it though.
Sure, yeah. Where's he going?
It kind of flutters down to you, and then flies in a few circles, screeches, and then continues in the same direction.
I think that's just a hawk now, Taz.
Yeah, but certainly there aren't typically other green hawks.
We're not in the typical place.
That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where are we?
We're on the other side of the portal. That's where we are.
You said there's a road, eh?
Yep.
Where's the road go?
This way and that way.
You know, Nihilus, for someone that was so against this, you seem pretty, okay right now.
I mean, I told you I'm feeling great for some reason. Don't know why.
Okay, now I'm worried.
It's like I feel like I'd do anything, take on anything.
I'll have what he's having, right?
And
Nihilus
Val,
is-
you can see it. You can see. There's like a glint in his eye almost. He's not just talking a big game.
Kind of like circles around you a bit.
Nihilus, if it's not too personal, who is your patron?
Well, I don't know.
Guys, is it just me, or does he like look not depressed?
I mean,
I mean, it's not,
yeah, just feeling great.
I mean,
But
Nihilus is it's not like he's not this. His aesthetic's not that different. He's
No,
still,
it's an energy.
yeah,
know,
he's
it's-
still got that, a bit of gloominess, right? But he's rocking it.
yeah, as my patron Shiloh, I suddenly woke up with the abilities to shoot rainbows and do all the stuff I can do. I don't really know how I started being able to do that or what gave me these abilities. Just I can do it.
Would you try shooting a rainbow?
Yeah. Dallas will stick a hand up and shoot a rainbow into the sky.
And strikes a very familiar green hawk.
Hopefully.
It fucking dies.
It's a it's a rainbow. It's a you know it looks potent.
I just thought about hit me with it, I take it, and I redirect it at the hawk. Fantastic use of my powers.
I mean, I feel great. Can't really tell if I'm more powerful or anything, but I just, yeah, that's my rainbow. Rainbow of death.
Must be all this fresh air you're getting.
The
Ah.
air's incredibly fresh.
Maybe. I mean, this place feels great. I like it here.
Well, we could always, explore a bit until Dina decides to yank us back.
If she can.
Time in this plane seems convoluted.
For all we know, if we're ever able to find a way back, who knows? Maybe it'll be like 10 years for us, 1 second for her.
We would come back so jacked.
Maybe we could learn to play an instrument.
Yeah, let's pick a direction on this road and follow it.
Taz, the bird comes back, screeches at you, flies in circles, screeches at you, and then flies away.
All right, I think the hawk wants us to follow it. Perhaps we
Yeah,
should do that.
Good idea. Let's follow the hawk.
There we go. See, Nihilus is the idea guy.
Just start following the hawk without anyone behind them. Just start
Look at that.
following the hawk.
Look at that.
So-
Ideas and initiative.
The hawk is going perpendicular to the road, which is through very tall grass. And Nihilus, it would be rude if anyone else were to walk through the grass. And you know this. It's just not.
But before Nihilus even sets a single foot on the grass, he just freezes. It's like, let's not follow the bird. Yeah, it's
It
just
would be rude to walk on the grass without asking.
yeah. We need to ask.
Ask who?
Nihilus will look up to the sky and just, may we take passage across this grass.
Leslie.
The grass just parts before Nihilus.
The kid gets it.
I'm starting to get an idea that wherever we are is might be connected to me somehow. Yeah, Nihilus is gonna go.
Okay.
And he'll turn back. So make sure you guys ask before you start walking. If you don't, I'll hit you with a rainbow.
May we cross upon you, grass.
grass doesn't seem to react, but Nihilus leaves a pretty big wake.
Hmm.
I'll
So,
follow behind Nihilus, yeah.
okay. You guys head through the parted grass for a ways, and up ahead, you see like a large tree, and all around it are critters, birds, um, of varying colors. That flock of green hawks, little. They're like squirrels, um, except they look like they're
We
made of candy.
we appear to be in Taz's familiar dimension.
And they're all gathered around this little tree, this very large tree, actually. The tree itself uh, is like a willow, and a lot of the leaves are gray. The tree itself doesn't look like it's in the best shape.
Let me see here. Is there anything I can do for that poor tree?
Have you tried sticking a rainbow in it?
I don't quite want to do that. Need to check something real quick. Let's see here. Need that open. And that open. Nihilus is going to look around at the greenery. Are there any flowers or anything, or any like unblossomed plant life?
Yeah, there's a good number of unblossomed plant life.
Nihilus is gonna go around and has the urge to just snap his fingers before each one and make it blossom using Druidcraft.
Okay. Uh, what's Druidcraft like?
One action, 30-foot range, bonus vocal somatic, instantaneous, and I have multiple effects I can choose from to do.
Pop open a leaf bud blossom. Okay.
And it doesn't say this is temporary either.
So when you walk over to one of them and you go to make it blossom, the little, because the area you're in is a bit of a clearing, a little circular clearing where the tree is at. The grass doesn't seem to grow as tall in this area because of the tree. The entire circle, not just the perimeter, the whole thing sprouts wildflowers.
Nihilus smiles. It's like, hey, that looks much better. Looks to the tree.
And in
Well,
front of the tree, by the way, you'll see like one critter at a time seems to go up to the tree in like a little, because they have a circle around the tree where all the critters are. Well, a semicircle, I suppose. And there's one little spot where a critter will go up and chirp or, in some cases, screech at the tree, and then move along.
Nihilus will just kind of get in line. Get into the semicircle.
What's everybody
And
else doing?
yeah.
Yeah, I'll join Nihilus and the critters. And do a
Seems
little
like it would be
screeching of
rude
my own.
to not.
What was it that the hawk said?
Yeah, sure.
Something like that?
Oh!
Something like that.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and follow everyone else's lead.
It's I don't know why this came to mind. The fucking idea of the hawk being like, "Ray," to Taz, and he goes, "And with you." But as Nihilus approaches the tree, you can hear audibly. The tree says, "You humble me with your presence and gifts."
Nihilus, a bit surprised by the voice, he doesn't want to be rude, so he offers a bow to the tree and says, "You know, you honor me by allowing me to be here."
All who would attend my funeral are welcome.
Your funeral?
I apologize. I'm back. What did I miss?
You're at a tree funeral.
Excuse me?
Tree
Yeah,
says,
Valish. We're attending
yes,
the wake.
my life has been long, but it will end soon. Would you do me a favor and tell me a story?
Nihilus nods. My story is an honest one, but not a happy one. Do you still wish to hear it?
It's gonna sound retarded, but the tree nods.
I imagine branches
Sound
moving.
retarded.
No, we've all seen Pocahontas.
Yeah, it's very much that.
Nihilus will take a seat, and he'll speak up, saying, "Well, this is the story of Nihilus, myself. I feel it's safe here to tell you, and perhaps tell my compatriots, this story
Work
as well."
associates. Just keep stepping it down.
Ouch, ouch, Nihilus.
Well, I believe the terms to be unanimous: friends, work associates, compatriots.
Listen up, guys I met on the way here.
So, anyways, I was hanging out with my carpool.
You see, I was abandoned at birth by my mother, tossed aside into a abusive orphanage to be raised up under constant suffering. For you see, my mother, as far as I know, wretched person that she is, only used her wiles to have an affair with an elven noble. And when my purpose was served, I was dumped off. Yet, as much as I despised that orphanage, I did not despise the children there. While they were kind to me, the adults were not. Yet, I believe that and these other children deserve to have a good life. But I lacked the power to proceed. I lacked the power to help them until one day I was gifted that power. I slaughtered the headmaster of the orphanage, blasted him with the rainbows I'm able to fire until he was nothing but dust. And I escaped into the city streets, where ever since I have been stealing coin and food alike to give to the children to this very day. I intended to use the cartographers as a means of paying for the children at that orphanage still, paying the ones still alive, while also searching for my mother, as I intend to do to her the same as I did to the abusive headmaster. Her name is Dame Diane Domine. Last I heard, she was part of the cartographers. I had hoped to find her. As I said, this little story is not a very happy one, as I don't have many stories to tell aside from little little bits of thievery here and there, scuffles, fights. But I'm still here and still believe myself deserving of a good life, despite the things I have done. And Nihilus kind of ends there.
Give me a persuasion check at advantage.
Persuasion. Okay. 20.
Okay. So, at multiple points during the story, the tree and all the critters seem to react. They are. You see a bunch of critters effectively move to tears during the sad open, and then there's almost like hushed murmurs with critters at the name drop of the mother, and then like joyful tears and cheers at the perseverance at the end. And everyone else, and it's just, it's kind of weird to have a standing ovation of like squirrels and hawks and stuff.
Nihilus gets it.
Yeah. And the tree. Thank you. I will take these memories as far as I can. And a wind blows, and the last few leaves from the tree get carried on the wind, and the tree just recedes into the earth.
Nihilus will stand, and he'll offer a prayer, a Desnan prayer, for the tree. He'll then look to the group and say, well, that's my story. I've hid it from you this entire time. My whole reason for joining the cartographers was for revenge.
Get him with those maps. What do we do?
How long have we been made maps?
What happens with the critters? Do they disperse after the tree dies?
Yeah, most of them disperse. Some of them seem to hang around and mourn.
Pay? Val shrugs. Nihilus. I get it. I use the cartographers as a means to an end too.
Val, give me a dex save.
A deck save?
Yep.
Oop.
I'm getting yanked, boys! $15.
Okay. As you step forward, you stumble a bit, and when you look down, the straps on your armor for your leg gear have been tied together with these little reeds.
Got
Just
him.
'cause I stepped away for so long?
Got him. There's some little
Well,
rascals
you didn't
around
ask
here.
if you could move.
What do you mean? What did I miss? Like,
You-
what-
You also notice that your backpack is inside out.
I just imagine that any
And you're
incident like that is fucking Sophia fucking with me because I left the table for a while.
And you'll also find that your coin purse is empty. I mean, our coin purse is empty.
Right on your way home, at some point, your suit got turned backwards.
Okay, so but really, did somebody fuck with me or is this like new?
What do you mean is this new?
Like, it's. Please tell me
No,
why.
no
my
one's
shit-
fucking with you.
Okay.
I mean, we're not at least. Someone's fucking with you, obviously.
The hell is this? Val's gonna try and get that shit off.
Oh yeah, it's just some reeds. You pull on it, and snaps.
Anyway, almost nice. Real mature forest animals.
Can't fault them. I mean, we're in their home.
No, like I said, almost nice. Almost fell flat on my face, but
Yeah.
well, I guess that's the world's way of telling me not to open my mouth about this.
Yeah, I would appreciate it if my story was kept to yourselves.
The last person he told it to is dead now. If you
Ah.
catch my drift.
Oh, I mean, I get it. Not exactly very public about my reasons for joining the cartographers.
How much of the world can we actually see? Like, can we see like a horizon, things like that?
It's a little difficult. The grass is a bit shorter out this way, just in general. There's a bit of a gradient as you get closer to this little clearing, so it's probably only about 4 or 5 feet tall here. A stag emerges from the grass.
Is he green?
No, he's actually just like a regular stag. Actually,
Bullshit.
it says, did I miss it?
You missed
So-
it.
Sorry,
I
bro.
just will nod and say, unfortunately so. I believe I may have stepped in for you.
It bows and prances back into the tall grass.
So he came alone, huh?
The stag?
He came stag.
Listen. Listen.
You need to stop.
You need to be stopped.
I think you need to leave.
So yeah, what should we do now? I think we're here for a while.
I think we're here for more than just this. For the funeral of a tree. So perhaps, Grass, could you show us the way that you'd like us to go?
From the center of this clearing, paths open that seem to spider out in every direction.
Like us to go a lot of ways.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a little confused. I thought this was the first world, but that's way more Desnian.
Hey, it's it's more about the journey than the destination, guys. Let's just pick a road.
Also, it should be noted, Vitali,
Mm-hmm.
as Nihilus is confident, you feel like you're getting some bad cell reception out here.
Getting a little static.
Yeah, like, could you create or destroy water? Who knows, right? Like, you could make the
A
call.
little bit of beep boop.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, where are we at? Can I discern anything yet?
I'm gonna.
As a resident Desnan, how do I feel?
Hey Val, extend your hand.
No.
Val, extend your hand.
No.
Nihilus will
Oh.
extend his hand.
Val, give me a thumbs up, please. I just need to confirm that you can still do it.
Val gives a thumbs up.
I'm gonna cast light on the thumb.
She changes her thumbs up to a middle finger.
We'll cast light on the middle finger.
Beautiful.
Well, can you even cast light?
So
Yeah,
you,
it doesn't work.
so you cast the spell,
Hmm.
and about 6 butterflies appear at the tip of her finger and fly away.
Do it
I'll look
again!
around. I'll take a bow and say, exactly what I meant to cast.
Do it again!
All right. Having to clear my throat. Say the magic words again.
Oh no, you committed tax fraud this time.
Spell tax fraud. What level spell is that?
It's at least
Ooh.
6 levels of tax road before you get tax evasion.
Fuck.
Well, the
That was the
evasion
best
might be a
sidebar
little bit
ever.
higher level. Communal tax fraud.
So you,
You broke Bjall.
when you cast the spell, Val's finger just starts to glow.
Oh, that's less fun.
Okay. Well. Yep. That's happening.
Oh well, at least it's the holiest fuck you I've ever seen.
Taz,
Well,
Howdy.
the hawk screeches at you in condolences and then flies away.
Yeah, I'll wave. I'll wave to him. Another time, friend.
He kind of flies in a little bit close, perches on you for a moment, pats you with his wing, there, screeches at you point blank, and then flies away.
So can I like
Leslie just having so much fun with his hawk character.
try to make a presumption on what happened here?
You can presume whatever you want.
All right, I assume that the familiar got dipped into the portal. His intelligence increased, therefore making him not a familiar anymore. But he still can't talk, so he thinks he's like, yeah, they understand me, but he's really just screeching at us.
I have a theory. The hawk went home, and thus it broke your connection.
Yeah, I think that's the better theory.
Maybe. No, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Why would it break my connection if he went home?
Because it's basically the same thing as the spell being dispelled.
No, not at all.
Why isn't it?
It's an action to dismiss him as my familiar.
So a small, I say small, but it's the size of like a medium-sized cat. It's like an otter, right? It's pretty close to an otter. Kind of makes its way out of the grassy area. I guess who's closest to the edge of the grass at this point?
I'm pretty close because I wanted to try to get a look over the grass, but I quickly realized that it is far taller than me.
It turns to you and speaks in a language you don't understand.
These dialects.
What language? Is it Sylvan?
Do you know Sylvan?
Yes, I do.
It is Sylvan. It says, do you know when the lake starts?
Nihilus will
Lake?
respond in Sylvan. What do you mean by lake?
Are you
You're
talking
in a lake
about
now.
lake?
The whole grass area just becomes a lake.
Oh,
Oh.
that's what he means by lake.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely in the first world.
The otter thing kind of yells back. It's lake time, and then swims away.
It's lake time.
Lake time.
So now we're standing on an island?
No, you're
In the middle of the lake?
You all.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, how do we get out of the first world?
How
We don't know
deep-
that we're in the first world. We've assumed
Come
that.
on. Come on.
How
Come
deep
on.
is the lake?
I look
Actually,
at you so incredulously as you're like, we
actually,
don't know we're in
can
the first
I
world.
make a check to see if I know I'm in the first world?
What kind of check is that?
Would it be knowledge arcana? Or
No.
knowledge religion in my case.
Why are you guys not having fun with lake time? It's lake time now, guys.
So
You did it,
yeah,
Leslie.
Splash.
You did it, Leslie. Where's the boat at?
As we fall into the water, can I make a knowledge religion check to understand where we are?
It would still be Arcana, I believe.
It's probably.
I'm gonna splash Veil
It's
with
probably
the
Arcana.
with the water and announce that it's lake time again.
I can give it a try.
Lake time.
12.
so question: how deep is the water?
How deep you going?
Okay, so how many of us are wearing metal armor?
No, me. But
I mean, the athletic
So is it-
checks are
Is it like we
pretty
were just
strong.
all of a sudden treading water?
Yeah,
It wasn't
no,
like we were.
The ground became water level, so you guys actually fell effectively.
Ah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we changed places.
I take it a 12 is not enough.
No, you're in a lake now. That's what you are.
Lake time now.
Lake time now. That's okay.
That was
I have
a-
enough passive athletics to tread this water.
That was
Yeah,
a
Can I-
knowledge Arcana.
Before I inevitably sink, can I make the same Arcana check to figure
Yeah,
out what the fuck's going on?
You can
I'd like to
certainly
get
try.
on this Arcana check.
18?
It,
25.
Shiloh gets it.
as far as you
Hey.
know, it's lake time. Shiloh is the one that pieces together that wherever you guys are, the laws of physics don't necessarily apply.
It's so
I try
interesting
to-
seeing people's interpretations of the first world.
And I try to. I'm gonna try to pull myself up on the water and stand on it.
Pull yourself up on the water and stand on it.
Fuck yeah, that's the most first world shit I've ever heard.
He wants to get biblical.
Bible rule. It's Bible time.
Was Jesus a Fae? Part 1 of 25. 45-minute video.
I'm gonna ask the water
It's the
politely.
dumbest shit
if
I've
it-
ever heard, so I
if it
can't
might
not
support
give
me.
you a wisdom check for this. Just give me a wisdom check.
Hell yeah.
There's no fucking way, by the way, but let's see it anyway. Yeah, okay. Okay, thank God.
I had this whole thing that if it worked, Val was gonna stand on the underside of the water and take a deep breath.
There's nothing stopping you.
Because the first world.
And immediately drown.
There's nothing stopping you.
She would have had to have the idea for someone actually doing it. Like doing something weird that's just out of place.
Nihilus will politely ask the water if it can take us to shore.
Because it's not a lake if it doesn't have a shore.
Yes, but what shore?
It's just water.
Tricky first world.
Or if anything, could it bring us to the otters that declared lake time?
So what happens is you guys effectively fall to the bottom of the lake in a bubble. So now you're all in a bubble at the bottom of the lake, and you can see that this is a lake, and there's like lake stuff in here. There's fish. There's like dead trees. There's a boat. There's a down boat down here.
Oh, you got a fan blowing in your microphone.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Just wanted to let you know.
Yeah, gotta move my head the other way.
And then the bubble seems to center on Nihilus, but it's offset in a direction.
Which direction?
Give me a survival check.
A cardinal direction or a relative direction? Like, if Nihilus turns around, does the offset turn with him?
No.
No. Okay, so it's a cardinal offset.
Nihilus will declare, all right, looks like we're following the bubble now. I mean, unless you guys don't want to go to shore. Get out of this bubble.
I like shore.
Nihilus will start walking in the direction.
That does seem to be what we're doing.
So, as you guys are walking, it's definitely an incline. So you're going in the right direction for land, I guess, right? A school of fish swims by, and one of them turns and says, "Are you guys lost?" And the other one goes, "Don't talk to me." And they keep swimming.
Nihilus will say hello in Sylvan.
Yeah, hang on. Can you ask them if they can give us directions? We're not lost. We're just looking.
You speak Sylvan too?
No, I'm speaking common.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the fish spoke common, but they
Oh, I thought they spoke in Sylvan.
Never leave.
no, the otters spoke Sylvan. Otter adjacent creatures.
Yeah, the otter's a little hipster.
All right, and just I guess keep walking.
Sure.
Saying hello to any fish that pass us.
Now, when you say fish,
Anything that swims past us that doesn't appear to be hostile.
okay, got you. All aquatic creatures.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you guys are walking uphill, and Nihilus is just kind of like neighborly waving and greeting all of the aquatic creatures,
It'd be rude not to.
it would be rude
Right.
not to, right?
The main entity was about to feel real left out.
Right. There's a crab down here, and you say hello, and the crab doesn't respond, but he just kind of like follows you at the edge of the bubble.
Nihilus will ask the crab, hey, you want to ride?
It never enters the air section of the bubble, but it seems enthusiastic to be here.
Oh, cool. Nihilus will, he'll talk to the crab. Just like, hey, we're trying to get to the shore, trying to find out where we are, where we're supposed to go, those kind of things. But you seem like a really cool crab. I like you. Do you have a name?
It's just, open and close claws slowly.
Oh God.
I mean,
Also,
out-
I'm gonna real quick, not to distract. I'm gonna check the ropes real quick.
They're still taut and about 6 inches long.
Fucking knew it.
out of character, I completely know who this crab is, but I don't know who this crab is.
Do we?
No one does.
Could just be a crab, dude.
There's billions of
It's
crabs
most
in the world.
certainly not a
Eldritch
an
abomination.
aberration in crab form.
It might be.
We're in the first world.
A rainbow tentacle crab.
That belongs
Yeah,
in the last world.
And Nihilus will just keep chatting with this crab. It may not be getting responses, but I mean, guys following us around. It would be rude not to talk to him.
You guys continue uphill. The bubble breaches eventually, so that you got open air above you. It runs down, and then eventually you're on the shore. And the crab is now just at the water line, under the water.
And I pick off some of his rations and offer it to the crab.
How are you offering it?
A small piece, holding it under the water for it to take by claw or however it wants to take it.
Yeah, it takes it in the foreclaw and then brings it into like the little under holders. And then it
They're adorable.
it kind of pulls one claw above the water and then opens and closes it slowly. and then recedes back into deeper water.
Nice. Thank you. Nice talking to you.
No, but really, guys, can we never leave?
Maybe not by our own volition.
No, we my guess is we've got to probably find a powerful fae or whatever is actually causing these portals, because I'm willing to bet we're in the first world.
You just hear a high-pitched sound coming from Val.
And I don't completely understand why, but I think I understand what my patron might be now.
The Lantern King.
What was that?
The Lantern King?
No idea. Just probably a powerful fae. Or even just a fae. I don't know.
The Lantern King is the most powerful of the Fae.
It's night now.
Nighttime now. The high-pitched sound from Val gets a little higher. It's almost a dog whistle now.
There's like a wolf howl in the distance.
You. Never
He just Val just stops and screams out, "Hello!" You really think we're in the first world?
I mean,
where else
when's
would
the
we be?
last time you saw a fish talk? Or a crab, understand what I'm saying?
Look, it's a wacky world, okay? But the first world is the wackiest world.
Lake time.
Is that what the otter said?
Yes.
Well, if we're in the first world, it would probably just be late. It's
He
hardly
was
got
distinctly said lake
consistent
time.
time.
He had distinctly asked if it was lake time.
Lake time now.
Yeah, lake time now.
It was lake time now.
Yes, it was. Now we're soaking
No,
wet.
it's night time now.
I try to think really hard, just really try to conjure lasagna time.
It's the
And
flying
not pizza time.
Is there any lasagna?
No.
We are all in molten hot lasagna.
Trying to conjure.
We're all just
It's-
sentient with lasagna.
It's the middle of the night, right? Hang on, let me try to conjure cowboy time.
Well, you don't know if it's the middle of the night.
It's
Yeah,
cowboy
it's
time.
You have no
It's
idea
cowboy
how
time.
long the night is. It's daytime.
No, it's 2 a.m. It's cowboy time.
Yeah, there's an
It's been
audible whip
84
crack in the
years.
background.
It's daytime.
I
There's a wolf
mean,
howl in the distance.
should we camp?
Hi, Wolf.
Well, considering that we're still here, I'm going to presume that Dina can't pull us back, or time has probably not passed where Dina is yet, and
Okay,
she has not been
so-
able to pull us back.
I think you might be onto something with the time thing because, like I said, how long did you guys wait before you jumped in after Taz and I?
About 5 minutes.
And you came in at the exact same time as us on our end.
Yeah.
Pretty sure to Dina, it's probably been about 10 seconds.
Or less.
Or 10 years.
Probably less.
So
No, that wouldn't. Wait.
and
If it's been 10 years, she would have pulled us back by now.
Well, I mean, there is no portal for her to pull us back through, I think. Or at
Sure
least
there is. Val kind of tugs on her rope a little bit.
it's taut.
See how they're still taut?
that's
we
true.
don't have a connection out there, but she has a connection to us. Here's what I say. Let's enjoy our time here. Travel, explore, get to know the residents, get to know the locals. Maybe we can even find your patron. And when, enough time has passed on Dina's side, she'll yank us back.
Well, maybe the mystery to the portals is on this side.
No sense in wasting a good adventure, right, guys? For once, time is not a commodity.
And we also don't know how much time is passing for us.
Well, sure, but,
I feel like you're making a lot of assumptions about everything.
Yeah, we have no idea how this works at all, Val.
Yeah.
I hate to interrupt, but has anybody seen a crab?
who
Yeah.
said that?
It is a half man, half horse.
Nihilus
yeah.
will
Which half is the
horse on top, man on bottom.
Yeah, you would have said
No.
centaur if this
No,
was like
horse
a
on
normal
left,
thing.
man on right.
It is horse on left.
Nice.
Yeah, just spoke to a crab. Actually went that way.
Yeah, Naz will point deeper into the water.
Pleasant guy.
Kind of spoke like this, and Val kind of like mimics her hands as claws.
He would, and he dives into the lake.
Wait, before you go, is he gone?
He's
He would.
yeah, he's gone.
That was gonna try to hand feed him rations too.
Well, probably something we should do is. I mean, there is.
Val
Yeah.
pulls out a big sheet of paper. Are we gonna map the first world?
Yeah, good luck with that when
Yeah.
you have sudden lake time and nighttime, and
Yeah, I audibly laugh at
Well,
even the prospect.
Wait,
Wait, actually, I have an idea.
wait until map time.
Why don't, instead of we mark down like locations like regular maps, we mark down events?
that's probably not a bad idea. I mean,
That's called a novel.
that otter seemed to specifically know that it was around lake time.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a novel,
if we
of
just-
course,
Just use
But-
words to describe a place.
but at the
Like,
same
first,
time,
First, we're cartographers. What are we, chroniclers now? I gotta start an
Look, you know-
organization for that.
you guys are being smartasses here, but this is a chance to do our jobs
Something about finding paths.
and like have fun with it. And then bring something cool back to Dina, because Desna knows she'll never get to see something like this with the way that
It's this exact thing that I have fun. Have fun with it. There's nothing fun about
about
these
lake
rips.
time.
We are soaking
My
wet.
socks are soggy.
That's how you catch
The
trench
world
foot.
terraformed around us and sank
Sophia-
us in a lake.
Sophia, I'd expected a little better from you at this point. Come on, I thought you'd be up to the idea of having some fun with this.
I was
on.
having fun with
We gotta
going
s-
home.
Yeah, set obtainable goals.
I am setting obtainable goals. We have no way of getting back now.
Okay,
Right now.
Yeah,
We can
now
sit around
we're
and mope
trapped
about
here
this.
forever.
Before we start getting on each other's nerves, maybe the first thing we should do is see if we can find some form or whatever, some kind of place, populated place, people we
I'd
can
like-
talk to.
Val shouts out into the ether. I'd like to speak to your manager.
Oh no.
Thunder in the distance.
Leslie's sitting there. How bad do I make this?
Or is he there at all?
Is it beep boop time? Great, now I have to roll up a boss encounter.
Right.
No, I know how to turn the I'd like to speak to your manager on its head. Don't worry.
He's writing up a boss encounter. It's too late. And it's going to be level 20.
Twong.
And then it's going to be level 2.
Level 1, 2, 3.
It will re-roll all of its stats every turn.
I like
So
that.
Paint a picture for me, Val. How do you, when you say into the ether?
Val looks up to the sky with her hands on her hips. She's getting tired of all of the arguing. She just kind of like looks up, one eyebrow cocked. I'd like to speak to your manager.
So
Like, imagine if you could speak to the middle space.
yeah. Okay. One of the clouds that's rolling by states very proudly that he is a self-starter LLC.
Oh, wow, good for you.
is his own boss.
Could you maybe answer some questions for us? First off, Low World, it's fantastic, but we're new here.
Beepity boop boop.
Wild. Hang on. The weird. We have a. What did you say this is? The girl boss cloud.
Totally just gatekeeping everything.
I beat booped.
Yeah.
Okay. Val says, "Oh wow, good for you." She says, "I love your world, by the way. Just wanted to ask some questions, hoping someone could help us. We're new to your world. Materials over here."
It's a little bit beepity boopity, but
the message get
not
through?
bad. Yeah.
Says, "Oh sure, I'd love to answer some questions. Just ask whatever you want to ask." And the wind just slowly carrying it away.
Okay, never mind. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Must be
Okay,
so
guys, have we
convenient
ever
to be a
considered just
cloud.
asking one of the residents like that? Because they seem pretty helpful.
That guy was gonna try to sell you a timeshare in
There's like a
half a second.
a
A
little
lake share.
There's like a little sapling tree, but like it's walking around, and it kind of tugs on Val a couple of times.
Val leans over. Hello.
What do you
there.
need?
Oh, you are just delightful. We're materials. We have no idea what's going on. Could you maybe tell us a little bit about the place?
What do you mean materials? What are you made
Uh,
of?
She kind of
Iron?
like
Mostly water.
tugs at her skin. Mostly water, bone, flesh, blood, that kind of stuff.
That's terrible materials.
Yeah, not very sturdy.
Look at me. Make a house out of me. I'm
Wait,
materials.
Yeah, there's actually way better materials where we're from. We're
Wait,
kind of the lower rung of material.
You want us to make a house out of you?
I'll make a house out of them.
Make a house out of me! God, you're having too much fun with this. Fucking shit, my first world adventure is ruined now. I can't top this.
You got questions or not?
Yeah, plenty of questions, actually. So, is this the first world?
Kind of looks to his left, looks to his right. Yeah.
She looks to you guys, answers that question. Cool. Is there a way out?
Yeah.
Could you tell us where it is?
Yeah.
Will you tell us where it is?
I don't know where it is.
Alright, fair enough. Is there anything that you think that we, as poor material creatures, or creatures made of poor materials, should know while we're here?
Kind of thinks. Photosynthesis. That's a good one.
She looks to you guys. That's a good point. Might be a good thing for us
You
to
guys
pick up.
photosynthesize? It's
No, working on that though. Kind of slow going for us.
great. Yeah, photosynthesis is pretty slow going.
Yeah, well, keeps you fed.
Ask the grass. They know. They're pretty good at it.
Help!
Ask him if he has any. If he could take us to, I don't know, a town.
Yes. Could you point us in the direction of a place of population?
Population. Grass. What you looking for?
People, Fae,
Faye?
yeah.
That seems like a patently terrible idea. I'm in.
Something
think
like
it's
a
a-
town.
Great idea to involve the fairies, but
You guys aren't from around here, are you?
No.
Val just laughs.
We are from the material world, the material plane, something like that.
Entirely different plane of existence. Your world is fantastic, by the way.
Thanks, I just remodeled.
Are you God?
You guys are looking for people?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what size they are.
You didn't answer the question.
Not really.
Yeah, okay. Alright, come with me. And he kind of like... he walks off into the grass.
Didn't answer the question.
What was- did
He's
you-
God now.
Or you got
He's
So,
God now.
Do you guys follow him into the grass?
I do.
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
he's
fuck
got.
yeah.
I mean,
The grass parts for Nihilus.
I will follow God to the end of the end of the world.
it's like not only did he not answer, he just gave you a little smirk, and he was like,
So, so you guys go about 6 feet into the grass, and the little tree man is stopped and facing you. And there's like a he only comes up to like halfway up the shin. This little tree dude, right?
Correct.
All right. There's like a little town that he's just towering over.
Thank you, God.
He's like, there you go. I don't know what they call the place. I don't really talk to him.
We should use our quiet voice for this. We're very big.
Yeah, I am in agreement.
Val kind of like hunches over on her hands and knees. Hello.
It's carnage, just mass destruction.
What are you talking about?
Just like whole buildings get leveled.
Val stands up and walks away very quickly. We should go
Oh,
right now.
great!
They weren't
Now
all-
there's an earthquake.
yeah, yeah.
Carnage.
They said they didn't know where the exit is.
What have I done? You just see like after Val walks away, she just like is looking at her hands and like puts her hands over her mouth. What have I done?
Hey,
You're
Val.
a monster.
Yeah, on the bright side, generations of creatures are going to be talking about you.
Not like
Generations.
this!
The little town turns into a puddle.
Lake time.
Into a what?
Like time. Carnage. Mass destruction. And this is how you traumatize Val.
Little tree guy shrugs. They don't last forever.
Oh boy, my first world adventure. Oh no.
I suddenly feel a lot less bad about that. I still feel bad, but... Okay, Look, clearly I'm down to hang around, but you guys are clearly getting,
No, I'm down to be here. Just gotta figure out where we're supposed to go, because obviously there is some connection to me here.
Hey, little tree guy, what's your name? If you don't give me one, I'm just gonna keep calling you God.
You're gonna have to explain this whole name thing.
Alright, God. So,
Something
what's,
reaches up from underground and just pulls the tree under.
Val,
Like a
Val,
little
like,
clawed hand. Just
Val, what did you do?
Val blinks a few times.
How many are you going to kill?
Hey, don't put this on me. Look, I've already acted devastated for one civilization today. I'm not doing it again.
That tree had a family.
Yeah, well, they didn't know his name either.
I
Oh no.
have a feeling he's probably not. Well,
Holy shit, Val.
yeah. We should probably watch out for hands grabbing us and pulling us into the earth.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Nobody here cares about our names either.
Hey, who are you guys?
Oh, what's talking to us now that will inevitably disappear from our lives?
It looks like a satyr.
Hello.
It just looks like a satyr. No big deal.
Please help us.
Oh, what do you need? You guys seem.
Very lost.
Oh.
Materials.
We're just looking.
Val, stop trying to
You
make
guys are looking
materials
for
happen.
materials?
No, I mean, we are materials. We're from the material plane. We're lost.
Where?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess you guys...
We're not from this world.
Oh.
You know, it occurs to me,
Well,
guys.
who is, right?
Why would you
Right,
ever want
Right?
to look for
Any
any
kind
place...
of finger guns?
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I mean quite literally, we come from a different world.
plane of existence?
Yeah, reality.
Oh, you're stables.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
That's
no.
what the time farmer called us.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know, we get by.
Yeah, but like. You guys.
Kind of boring, isn't it?
Yeah, you guys are like.
She leans in close and whispers, temporary.
Oh, oof. I see. I didn't want to be the one to say it.
No. We most of us are quite comfortable with, only having so long.
Make the most out of the space you have, right?
Yeah.
Bound by the laws of reality.
Well, our reality, not every reality.
Anyway, Val here was looking for someone to show her around. She's kind of new here.
Oh, Val. Okay, nice to meet you, Val. Since I am.
Val shakes it.
Buck.
What was your name? Buck?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Buck.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. He kind of looks over to Nihilus. Says, he looks right at home.
Right?
I'm Nihilus, by the way, and yeah, I feel great here. It's weird. I mean, I'm a stable. I come from.
Need anything? Anything at all?
We're looking for some kind of town or village of some kind, someplace where perhaps we could rest.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Understood. 100%. Crystal. What do you,
Val starts
that
counting
last,
down on her
that
hand
last
from
word,
5.
though.
Rest?
Yeah, what is that?
That's kind of hard to explain, but more. Let's just ignore that and say we're looking for a village.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
just
sense.
a village.
Just
Val
a
starts
village.
counting down again.
So, like, you're looking for, like, stables, then?
If any exist, otherwise a village of your kin would be fine.
Do you know what food is?
I mean, we don't really have villages as much as we have, like, parties.
Is there
Okay.
a party going on?
With maybe snacks?
I mean,
You know that thing that
you guys
happens
down to
after
party?
You know that things that happen after you party?
The party?
No. I mean, like, after you've partied real hard.
That's what
And,
he's
like-
doing now, I believe.
And, like, everything goes away for a little while, and
Lake
you wake
time.
up and you're somewhere else.
Right? That's what he's talking about? Lake time?
Wait, so it's party
A
after party
variation.
lake time?
A variation of lake
Yeah,
time.
it's like party, lake time. Usually party until lake time.
You
He's
see,
trying to
where
describe going unconscious from drinking.
we're from, lake time is kind of like a dark room where you close your eyes and stop existing for
I mean,
a set
nighttime.
number of hours. Nighttime, it's like that, except it's consistent. We do it at a set period of time every single
Set
stretch.
period of what?
I want to say day, but I don't think you're going to know what that is, right?
Okay, let me try. Imagine And this is going to sound horrifying, and I apologize for what I'm about to say. Imagine every day starts and ends the same way. The sun comes up and travels across the sky and goes down, and then the moon comes up and travels across the sky and goes down. We call that time. Okay? Now imagine that's every day.
It's like
Now you
it's like being
understand.
stuck on a wheel, right?
Yeah.
It's like being stuck on a wheel.
You guys have day-night wheels.
Yes, we do.
Oh,
Oh, and you have land lake wheels.
Now, let's see.
that
How long did
wheel-
Lake?
No, don't. Please don't compare to wheels.
No. It's okay. We can get worse with this.
You
I
guys
want
have
you to
whole,
understand.
like, wheel days.
Well, one day is a wheel day, and it's just a name. It's not a day of wheels. We don't. In fact, like we have to go to lakes. Lakes do not come to us for lake time.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It is terrible if you're really in need of a lake really
Now-
quickly.
I do feel a little bad for the aquatics, right? Can we all feel bad for the aquatics for a moment?
Well, they kind of just stay in the
Check our
lakes.
terrestrial privilege.
I'm done. Good night, folks.
But yes, do you know if there are any other stables?
Oh yeah, you guys. I'm not trying to, but you guys tend to stick together. You know.
When he says check my terrestrial privilege, Val snaps twice like a poetry slam snap.
Like, you guys, stables tend to kind of group together. They just stabilize an area, and then
Predictable, aren't we?
it's sort of, cause like you guys do weird stuff, right?
It's just what we do. We're
Like-
we're weird.
Like sleep.
I was gonna
That-
go with change. You guys tend to
You-
get grayer.
Oh yeah, that's called getting old. And then you know what happens when we get old enough?
Can you just put the old back?
No, we die.
Well, some people can. Yeah, maybe they used to be able to. I've heard stories of it.
Our bodies stop working, and we stop being able to run around and play and see new things.
Well, I could probably take you to a stable village, but we're gonna need something to get by the grass.
Well, the grass has been very friendly to me.
Really?
Yes,
You don't gotta bribe it or anything?
I've asked it very politely to part, and it's been doing so.
Man.
But it may not work this time. I'm still new here.
I mean, you know.
Wait, your grass doesn't just listen to you?
No, you have to like.
Wow.
I've heard some people. And listen, all right. I'm not gonna stereotype, but sometimes lake time happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You go in the lake with enough to bribe the grass to get to your next destination. You come out, and then suddenly crabs have all your money. I'm not saying all
Val
crabs.
protects her wallet.
The crab we met was very friendly.
You guys actually talk to crabs?
Val-
Well, I talked. He listened.
Well, that crab didn't know we had money, though.
That's fair. Yeah, just don't let the crabs know you have money.
Val kind of like moves her hands the way the crab did.
I'm sorry, I don't speak crab.
This is delightful. This was worth the wait.
Nihilus will approach the grass and ask very politely if it can show us the way to the village of stables.
It just kind of parts, and the satyr is just dumbfounded. It's just.
So that's not normal for you.
He's like, no. No, of course not.
Have you tried telling the grass a story?
I mean, sometimes.
I did attend a tree's funeral and told him my story.
Oh no, that was today. Oh.
Oof.
I'll let you know.
He has already passed.
Next time. Let's go. And he kind of like proceeds down the grass split way.
Nihilus will follow.
So you guys proceed, and it leads back. You guys follow the grass split way for a way, and find yourselves on a road. And then he starts going down the road. Says, yeah, these things always to a stable village every time. These are so easy. Like, to be fair, it's kind of a warning, but as long as you're into that kind of thing, just
Wait, you mean your roads don't move on their own?
I mean, we don't.
So
These are stable things.
Not where we come from.
You guys have roads that move? That sounds way more interesting.
Yeah.
So they like change where they go?
Well, you get to the same place, but you go different ways.
That's better. That's better. Definitely better. And he kind of chips over to Vitality, and he's like, so "What's your deal, huh? You like what's all this?" He's just gesturing vaguely at Vitality's vestments.
Vitaly's gonna say, can you do a thumbs up?
He does a little thumbs up.
Okay, I'm gonna cast light on his thumb.
Okay. He's like, "Oh, all right,
Does,
got
does,
you."
does it go through?
Yeah. He's like, "Okay, so you wear
Yeah.
like weird clothes so that you can have light." I understand.
Yeah, well, not just light. That's just one
And
of the
like
things I do.
he's nodding to you, but he looks to everyone else and he kind of gives like a quick head shake and he keeps nodding.
We can do more than light. Like say you went over there and you like stuck a knife in Val, just like really got into her throat or something like that.
Has that
You
always
know,
been an
just
option?
it's always an option.
No, that is not an option.
I could say
Val just
fix
kinda, like-
something like that.
Val kind of looks over at Vitaly and is like, "Why are you like this?"
He kind of points to Val. It's like, just her though.
Well, really, any of these people that I'm with.
Like, why do you always call out me? What did I ever do to you, dude?
Okay, gotcha. So these clothes, they just allow creatures to stab everyone else.
Oh, okay. Oh, the clothes. Okay. So the clothes help stop people from stabbing me. Well, what you have to understand is I unstab people.
Unstabbed.
Yeah. Now you're getting it.
Unstabbed.
Yeah, so you know how we like things to be stable?
You
If you
pull knives out of them.
change... Yeah, if someone were to change someone's physical
Do
health,
the knives have to be there beforehand?
it's a requirement for me
I
to
feel
do
like
what I need
that's
to do.
not. That's just pulling a knife out of someone.
Well, there's still... So you see, that's what happens. Knives change things. They change people.
That is fair. They do change people.
I undo that change.
See, that just sounds bad. You made it sound bad.
You haven't tried it though, have you?
Stabbing?
Or being healed from a stab?
Oh, healing.
Yeah.
Oh, just say that.
Yeah, I like this guy. Nyla says.
Yeah, it's like that, but with more steps.
No, but really, what did I ever do to you?
It's about what you haven't done, Val.
What, you mean like, taking damage for all of you guys and bled for all of you and come on, man. Lay
Come
off.
on, come
And
on, Val.
dragged us into a portal.
I didn't drag you guys anywhere. You
multiple
made a
portals.
choice.
Multiple. And then there's a
Multiple
time you
portals.
killed that spider in cold blood while we
No.
were gonna talk to it.
No, but really, guys, like, specifically you, Vitaly, lay off.
Wait.
And then
Oh,
that village you just devastated.
oh no.
Did I
You
do
guys,
something to you in a past life or something?
you don't have dream spiders here, do you?
Dream spiders? I can't say that we don't. It's just that I've never met one.
Good.
Good. The quiet good. Yeah, if you ever meet them, just walk away. They're kind of assholes.
Oh, speaking of, what do you guys do for money around here?
Do for what?
How do you trade people?
Trade people?
Trade.
How-
Yeah.
well,
You're
you said you had to.
You're looking
You
What's the
said you
barter
had.
system?
on Sealy courts.
Suppose-
No. What's the barter system?
Yeah,
What do you
exactly.
mean barter
You
system?
said you have to bribe the grass, didn't you?
Yeah,
What do you bribe them with?
whatever they want, really.
What do
What's the
they
grass
usually
need?
want?
Sometimes they want stories. Sometimes they want specific objects. Sometimes they want some time.
Okay,
Who
so,
would want that, though?
what I'm getting here is that we are currently in a utopian society and we should not introduce our material ideals to them.
Yeah, but we're already going to a stable village.
We probably also shouldn't give time to grass.
Yeah, that also sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, we can sell time elsewhere.
I just
do
want
we-
to knock that one out before that even comes up again.
Grass
How do we
only,
even
grass only
give
wants one
or
thing, and it's
receive-
disgusting.
How do we even give or receive time?
But
Let's not. Yeah.
In a bottle.
You ever seen that Justin Timberlake movie?
Yeah, look,
Who's Justin
yeah,
Timberlake?
He was a
Guy-
famous bard.
Well,
Can we walk and talk, by the way?
Oh yeah, I imagine you guys are walking and talking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I kind of pictured Vitaly describing the entire stabbing scene, like with his hands, while we're walking.
She's like motioning towards Val with the stabbing.
Yeah.
And she's
And
just
I
like, bruh.
I would offer a dagger.
No, I'll take out the Morning Star, and just kind of like gesture and just next to Val, just like making a motion as if hitting her.
That's not stabbing though. That's blunt force trauma.
Either one works.
These damages are not the same. How dare you?
No, one is consistently more fatal depending on area of impact.
So
How dare you?
Village O materials.
he
Tables.
kind of stops. All right, as far as I go, you guys are more than welcome to continue down this path, this road.
Well, thank you, Buck. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Oh, pleasure's all mine. He kind of gives a deep bow.
I hope the grass lets you back.
Val returns the bow.
Yeah, why don't you pay this man with the story, Val?
use the story. I'm more worried that the grass is gonna want time. I just don't have the time.
Hmm. Understandable, yeah. I just sold a bunch of it recently.
Yeah, I never can hold on to it. And he kind of, could I have some time?
Fresh out.
Well, next time.
Next time. If you're ever in the material plane, look us up.
I won't be, and he just kind of darts off into the grass. So, when you turn back to the road before you, off in the distance, you see what looks to be two people. Two, like, gray people down the road holding hands. But as you get closer, you realize that this is the stable city he was talking about.
2 people?
Two people. I'll give you the picture of what the city looks like.
Oh wait, we get pictures?
Lizard Society!
All right, that's kind of based. I'm hyped now. This is like
You haven't been hyped this entire time?
well, this has way more vibes of the first Stargate movie. So I'm here for that.
This looks like a cool city.
Guys, lizard wizards.
Yeah, look at those cool lizard statues.
So I guess we're making our way there.
Yeah, I mean, how far away is this?
It's a good distance off.
These are really big statues.
They're also very big buildings.
So like, city's a good word here. This is like the metropolis almost.
Country.
No, it's a city.
Well,
Out of character, this is hype as fuck.
right? This is the adventure I've been wanting.
These fucking lizard dudes are so cool. In character, we can't trust any of this shit. Fuck this shit. This is
Out
gonna
of
get us
character. I see. I'm grateful right now because both out of character, and in character, I could be hype as fuck. I love this shit.
killed. We're all gonna die down here.
We're absolutely all gonna fucking die.
Just wait
Val-
until a giant fowl comes out of the sky and
Just kills everybody.
whispers at us.
Giant Val whispers, "I'm the manager," and then we all dissipate.
I mean,
Fucking
just
macro existence.
Destroyed
what was the
fucking
carnage of
sky.
Val demanding a manager? How many villages were destroyed?
How many steps do we take to get here?
The mold society is in ruins.
So I assume you guys
Invest in salvage companies.
Yeah, we head towards the statues.
Okay. So it's actually kind of low res. There's like a wall at the bottom of that picture.
Oh, I see it.
Okay. So you guys eventually approach the walls, and above the entrance, inscribed. It's weird for some of you multilinguals. Pretty sure most of you are multilingual. But all of you can read an face.
Any giant in there? Any giant in there?
See, it's strange because you read it in common, and then it's like it's a mix of common and giant, or no, common and dwarven, right?
I know Dwarven, giant, Siriani.
Yeah, it's like some weird hodgepodge of those 4 languages.
And yet I can understand it perfectly. Neat. How close are we?
Close to what?
The city.
Oh, you're at the base of it.
How do you know so many languages?
Me?
Yeah.
One of
grew
it's
up with
from a
dwarf.
class feature, yeah.
I grew up with dwarves. I got the giant class feature from my class and Siriani. We
Yeah,
all speak Siriani.
Yeah.
I speak 3 languages.
Oh, the dwarven was a background thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you
Just
guys
think about it like this: anything Drix has, Val probably has too.
but better.
Yeah.
Better.
Actually, yeah.
So,
Drix
yeah.
kind of sucks.
So when you guys get close to these things, they're way more colossal than they seemed. This place has some very tall buildings.
Yeah, something we would definitely not be used to.
I get the feeling there's giant here.
I hope there's giant here.
Is there like a front gate or someone we can talk to be let in?
I mean, the gates are open. Just
Oh.
walk right in.
Yeah, let's go in.
It's a sprawling metropolis. Like, there's much to the delight of Italia, I'm sure. There's much trade happening.
Are they trading with money?
I mean, if you sit and watch a transaction, it's kind of weird, to be honest with you. It's a little strange. Because there's like some conversions happening a lot of the time. Like it's listed in a currency, and then someone pays with a currency, and you're like, ah, I understand this currency. And then someone else walks up, and they pay with a completely different denomination. But like, there's no, they're not breaking out calculators or anything, you know, just like blip blip, and that's it.
I
That is
changed my mind,
strange.
guys. This place is great.
Now you're buying what I'm selling.
I think I'm coming around, Val.
Not only is he buying what you're selling, he's doing it at the appropriate exchange rate.
Ugh. Ugh.
You know, it's funny. I never thought I'd be so excited to see, people like us.
Sort of. Sort of. So,
Thanks.
there are a lot of humanoids. There are a lot of things that are shaped like most of you. But about half the people here are gnomes.
That makes sense. I think they're from the first world, natively.
But what's weird, you guys have a few gnomes back in core time. The weird part about it is the architecture here is not gnome, if that makes sense. Like gnomes, the gnome houses are a little weird. They're very easy to spot. Whereas the things around here just look kind of normal.
They're very
recognize the
colorful and
architecture.
bright and vivacious. I'm used to
these
gnomes.
are just like buildings. of them are colored brightly, but like, if half gnomes, you expect half the buildings to be like. You look at a building, you're like, I trust this building. I trust this building more than I trust most other buildings. There's no way it's up to code.
Do I
Right?
recognize the architecture?
Right.
And-
It's, I mean, it's generic. You know what I mean? It's not like, you know, it's
Okay.
it's functional. That's the
When
word. It's
just like a
so
concrete
incredibly
jungle.
functional. Yeah.
There's little like burrows of gnomish houses.
Not as many as you would expect. Like they're gnomish houses, but they're not like gnomish houses. You know?
Right,
Right,
but
something's
yeah,
off about
I got
this.
you. I don't think so. I think the gnomes just it's not their city. They just moved in.
It's definitely a gnomish city. Like
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, look at this place. This is definitely an Gnomish city.
Val kind of knocks on one of the buildings and ponders for a moment. I think I get it.
like there are buildings that just don't accommodate creatures larger than gnomes.
I mean, think about it. Everything looks very, well, robust. Boring, yeah, but robust. But I mean, these people also live in an ever-changing world. Kind of need things to be solid, you know?
That is true.
There is a sun here.
And it's like the satyr said, Buck. We do go around making things stable. Got a big boring congregation of stables, and look what happens.
They make a nation.
A big, boring, stable, consistent nation.
With currency.
Bet they don't even celebrate lake time.
How could they? With all this, God, I'm getting real sick and tired of saying the word stable, but with all this stability going out around, lake time probably passes them right by.
There's a passing. Man, how do I describe this?
What the fuck did you just call me?
Yeah, except he's like. He's like a 12-foot tall lion man.
Wait, which part is lion, which part's man?
All right, so he's Leomon.
It's like
Leomon!
yeah, he's like Leomon actually. Yeah, that's a very good. Yeah, but like he doesn't like confront Val, but he seems to not pay attention until she starts using the word stable a bunch, and then he's just kind of disgusted and keeps walking.
Val notices and is just like, that is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
There's a lot of weird stuff here, by the way.
Is there
Like-
something cooler than lion people?
I guess it depends on taste, right? There's there are werewolves with claw hands, like crab claw hands. There are
Now, by werewolf, do you mean their crab claw hands only come out in the moon?
No, I mean like they're wolfmen with crab claw hands.
Not a great look.
Yeah.
Feel like we should, maybe start asking around.
Asking what, though?
I don't know. What do we want to know?
How to get home?
No rush.
It's definitely a start, though.
Sure, but little bit of a rush.
Do we see
Alright.
anyone that looks like these statues?
No. I mean, there's some hulking, like, reptilian people, but they are much squatter. Like, they're 3 or 4 foot tall crocodile people.
Yeah, yeah. Are there anything more like? Are there any smaller depictions of these or monuments, anything like that?
No.
That's a good question as well. What the hell are these lizard people?
Maybe they're heroes of some kind, or the founders of the city.
It's certainly not an intimidating monument. Well, intimidating in size, sure, but they seem peaceful, like builders.
If we're going to start asking around, we need to first, well, look around and find a place for us to meet up if we do split up.
Okay, look, normally I'm all about the adventure and the crazy shenanigans, but I hate to be the voice of reason on this, but splitting up, terrible idea.
More than likely.
Uh, Universally across the group of you, you hear a voice chime in. Says, "What brings you here?"
Well,
Val.
Just travelers.
Val.
Val.
Fun.
Val.
Okay, look, stop blaming me for your choices. I jumped in here. Only Taz can blame me. You all chose to come in here, and I came here because it looked fun and it was an adventure.
We're a team, and we can't leave you behind.
Yeah, we chose to
So
try
next
and
time
save
you have the bright idea to jump into a portal, I'm going to tie you up and turn the rope to iron.
Why didn't you just yank me out?
We can't.
Okay, wait, real quick. Y'all didn't try tugging on the rope?
pretty
From the
sure we
outside?
did.
DM?
Hmm?
Did they try tugging on the rope?
I don't think they did.
I thought we did, just to make sure it worked.
Either way, it was a solid plan. I mean, we had a rope and everything.
Yeah, like, y'all putting a lot of shit on Val. She was just the scouting party. Y'all could have just tugged her back out.
We also
It
presumed
worked
you
on the
were in
hawk.
danger.
I thought we tested the rope, but
So a second voice rings through to you all and says, "You won't answer why you brought the agent of change here."
I apologize, sir. As I said, we are but travelers seeking shelter.
Who's the agent of change?
Taz, you feel something probing your mind. Like, when you state what you've stated, you can. It's like. It feels like something is vetting everything you're saying versus your own knowledge.
I'm pretty chaotic good, maybe, so I should be safe.
Who is the agent of change?
Everyone in the town near you all look at you guys, and then the two voices unanimously say, uh, must go.
Why?
If I look up, are the voices coming from the statues?
They're not looking down at you or anything.
The mouths don't appear to be moving.
Nope.
No.
No.
It's
Take a
like
take a solid step away from Val.
it's
Yeah,
like
right. Same.
Same.
it's like being resuscitated. But you guys are brought in a moment. It's almost like being flashbang. But you guys are just plopped onto a wet, muddy ground in a torrential downpour. As you check your surroundings, it's Dina, and she looks completely haggard. There are, she's just covered in filth. There's obvious battle damage, and it's like the middle of the night, and on one side you see a just like a sea of void, and creeping across the ground is the portal that you guys had originally gone into, as it just kind of seeps. Its last little wisps get pulled into the infinite nothingness.
How about that?
I'm
How
gonna
long?
quick run over to Dina and do a medicine check. Grab a first aid kit.
How long have we been gone?
Val will draw her sword and her shield.
She's exasperated. She just kind of like lays out. It's like first time she's been able to relax in who knows how long before she says 3 days.
It was more like 3 hours, I think, for us. Is that reasonable? How long were we there?
Time in Lordron is convoluted.
Sure, but we can extrapolate from the entropy caused throughout the event.
I take it there's likely a connection there that we weren't able to leave until we were told to leave.
First world.
First world problem.
I knew she was gonna get jumped.
Dina, it was a portal to the first world.
For the first time ever, you guys see Dina is asleep.
I'll keep patching her up.
Val will stand by you, I suppose, and keep guard.
Vitaly, if you could provide some magical mending.
How bad do her wounds look?
Mostly superficial as far as wounds go, but she's pretty emaciated.
All right. Yeah, I'll top her off with a little healing.
Question: did this little detour mean we missed whatever festival we were trying to get back in time for?
Swear to
Absolutely.
God. Oh my God. You motherfucker.
Oh, look, a strange portal.
We got important information out of this.
No, we missed out on festive God Claws.
Okay, you know what? You make a good point there. Fuck, we missed out on Festive God Claus.
All because
All because no, don't you dare. I'm not taking fucking blame for this.
we're jumping into a portal.
I'm not taking blame for this. Stop.
To be
You
fair,
could have pulled the fucking rope.
I'll spread the blame equally. It was both Taz and Val.
I really don't feel like this. You could have pulled the rope, guys. Come on.
I own it. I don't give a fuck.
And we had a really fucking cool adventure, so like, no. No.
You know, we went to the first world, and I don't
Did
think
did
anyone
I not
alive
call
today
it
can say that.
Nothing good comes of these fucking riffs.
Not even as a joke. Don't feel like dealing with it.
But you guys know your maps, or at least you should know your map pretty well. You guys are actually right next to the Black Pearl.
Oh, fuck. And that's where we're going to close out for the night.
Wait, hold on. We have. I thought we were here
Mhm.
before.
Yep.
And now we're here?
Yep.
So we have gone the opposite direction we intended.
And somehow Dina ended up with us.
By a lot.
She probably followed it.
We've been dragging a portal all throughout the countryside.
But yeah, that's what we're gonna call it. So I see you guys set up camp.
Yeah, I'll be standing guard over Dina tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna put down a spike of safe passage.
Yeah, it's a good thing you guys have that now, huh?
You have that? I have that.
You have that? I have that.
Did we
This is
get two
yours.
of them?
This is mine.
Did we get two of them, or did we just both mark it down?
You both marked it down. We only got
We
one.
both marked it down.
But I'm gonna kill off all strip.
Yeah. Now